Hey everybody, here's an update to the Sazabi Ver.Logic. It's been a few weeks, but been trying to complete all the major forms and how they attach. I've gotten pretty far. Most of the main elements have been figured out. There's a couple smaller ones. I've got the weapon mounted to the engine pod on the backpack here, mounted over the engine area, which is the same as the mono eye area. They're kind of integrated. So I just have to figure out the attachment point for the lens here, but I have also since figured out the attachments for the engine pods on the side, as well as fix the thrusters to the back's center, and I am in progress for the larger thruster bell in the center. Just have to glue the plastic rod to the rocket and then I'll be able to attach that there. One of the last major parts for the main unit is going to be how to attach the top of the shell here. Backpack here will be removable, but I wanted to have this part removable so I can take out the thrusters from the underside and paint it separately. And this gun is just with a pressure fit to this housing here, and I've cemented that to the thruster area. I'm going to add some little detail elements here. It's a little bit blank, so I will add something there. I want to figure out probably how to mount the fin to this back area. I don't want it to stick out quite so high, so I may be trimming this down a bit so that it has a little sleeker profile, not quite as prominent. Next part here is I've also filled in some of the gap areas. There's a bit of claw plate there. This engine block comes out, includes some canister detail elements there. And I filled in this little gap just recently. That also keeps the engine block a little bit higher because it was running into the head slightly. It wasn't giving a perfect fit. You can take the front off there, and this whole center can slide up through there. Put a little bit of claw plate detail around the attachment area, and it made it a little bit more secure. Also remove the head, as well as this thruster here. Just pressure fit. A hole there and a hole there. Added some plates there as well. So my goal was to have most of these parts to be pulled apart so they could be painted. It's almost like a full kit at the end of it. So for the pontoons, or the engine pods here, this will give me the most headache. I have this shape here, and this angle here. Now I had to attach it to the base here and extend this. My first attempt was not quite as accurate, so I propped up the whole unit by a couple millimeters, and that seemed to do the trick. But this gave me enough room to mount the additional thrusters. So these are just some ball joints there. These are just on rods. And the same for these. There are 2 rods drilled into there, and those can be removed if I need to, but they're using the existing pegs on the bottom of these units with just some claw plate attached here to fill in some of the gaps and create this shape. And this was one of the plates from the fin funnels that attached to. I thought it would make a good mounting point for a thruster, and that's been glued in there as well. It was also a little complicated to make sure and get these holes mounted correctly to match the slope of the underbelly here. So here are all the parts I've worked on so far. Here's the main body, the engine pods, the propellant tanks, part that houses the mono eye and the beam cannon, engine block, the remnants of the head, the mono eye, the main beam weapon, the lower shell, the upper shell, the machine gun attachment and thrusters, the machine gun cannon. So the next steps are going to be finalizing the attachment for the shell, adding some more smaller detail, incorporating the fin, possibly utilizing the energy cables, figuring out a mounting point for some of the fin funnels. I think somewhere up here would be cool. And lastly, I might be thinking about either adding some couple fins, branch out the detail a bit, or make some engine, like wing arms here that can rotate or move on a ball joint on either side. And those will have thrusters as well. So I guess that's about it until next time. So, see ya!